Danny Amendola is a receiver for the Miami Dolphins. And this offseason, he left the New England Patriots. He said, nope, I'm done in New England. I'm going to leave. And recently, Danny Amendola was quoted comparing the Patriots head coach, Bill Belichick, and his new head coach, Adam Gase, in Miami. You know, he said Bill Belichick was like the principal in the principal's office. And Danny Amendola said his new coach in Miami, Adam Gase, is just one of the guys. He's a leader. He's our head coach, but he's also our boy. That is the quote. He said Adam Gase is one of the boys. And Bill Belichick, my old head coach, is like a principal. And sometimes you have to go to the principal's office. Oh, no. Well, I don't like that quote at all. And I don't think that Danny Amendola meant to say anything bad, but it doesn't matter because he did. See, it's very concerning. I do not want my head coach to be one of the guys. I'm not comfortable with that at all. There's a very different dynamic between your friend and your boss. And there needs to be a very clear difference. You don't want to work for your friend. It's not how it works. It's not good. Now, I work at a car place. It's my summer job. And I respect my boss tremendously. Every summer I come back from college, I go and work for this guy. He's great. He's not my friend, but he's a boss I respect. A boss and a friend are very different dynamics. I've worked for my friends before, and it's not as good. Here's what I know is when my boss at the car place, the guy who's not my friend, but someone I respect, when he walks by, I stand up straighter. I make sure my shirt's tucked in, and I make sure I'm on time every single morning I work because I don't want to let him down, and I don't want to deal with the consequences from my boss. A boss versus a friend, there are different expectations. So not only is Danny Amendola saying, I think that my coach, Adam Gase in Miami is better than Bill Belichick. That's the point he was trying to make, right? He's trying to say, you know, I'm friends with Adam Gase. I was never friends with Bill Belichick. I think another interesting quote that makes me think of Bill Belichick is when James Harrison recently said, his old head coach with the Steelers, Mike Tomlin, needs to button things up. James Harrison came out and said, yeah, I played for the Steelers, I played for the Patriots. Mike Tomlin, the Patriots head coach, needs to button things up. It needs to be a little bit more organized. I think it's very interesting. And who over the years has beaten Mike Tomlin often? It's the organized Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick owns Mike Tomlin every single year. And if you look at the Steelers recently, you see that they have a ton of incidents. Here's a list of incidents that have happened recently with the Steelers. Not only do you have your best running back holding out, you also have tripping players on the sideline. You have coaches getting into bar fights. You have Facebook Live in the locker room. There are times where the Steelers look completely unprepared. Basically, the Steelers organization, the way that Mike Tomlin leads his team, is disorganized. It's not great. And somehow Bill Belichick, who's been to 8 Super Bowls, he's won 5 of them. Somehow Bill Belichick is underrated. I don't understand. How can you be the best head coach in the NFL and still be underrated? But it's true. It's very clear. It's become popular. It's become the cool thing to do now to hate on Bill Belichick. Kind of like when people hate on Nickelback or people hate on Nicolas Cage. See, I'm a weird guy. I liked National Treasure. I thought National Treasure was a fun movie starring Nicolas Cage. I can look past that. But the cool thing to do now is to hate on Nickelback, to hate on Nick Cage. And I think the cool thing to do now in the NFL is to hate on Bill Belichick. See, if I had a boss, if I could pick my boss, I'd want to work for a guy like Bill Belichick. In fact, I guess I did. I did pick my boss, and his name is, I'm not going to say his name. It's a guy I work for at the car place. I could go other places. I could find other minimum wage jobs, but I like my boss. I like his organization. There are clear rules. I do my job, and it's the same way with Bill Belichick. With Bill Belichick, the rules are clear. It's clear. Follow these rules. If you do your job, you will win games. It's very simple. I don't understand. I think that Bill Belichick gets hate because that's the cool thing to do now. I don't think anything has changed in New England. It's been 18 years. It's been an 18-year run with Brady and Belichick. And I think after 18 years, the flaws between Belichick and Brady finally were made public. That's what I think happened. The Patriots culture is fine. It's always been fine, and I think it's okay. It's just now become the cool thing to do. It started with a couple guys spoke out, and then everybody else piled on because it's been building up for 18 years. I don't think the Patriots organization is in crisis. I think they're fine. At the end of the day, with the Patriots, if you do your job, you will be the most prepared team every single Sunday, and you will win over and over again because that's what the Patriots do every single year. That is my stance on the Patriots. I think that nothing has changed. It's always been fine. It's still fine. It just became public, and when it became public, other guys piled on because there are some people who, of course, don't like it. Anytime you do anything, somebody out there won't like it. I think the Patriots are just fine, and I don't think they're going to unravel this year magically. I don't think things are great, but I don't think things were ever as good as we thought. The Patriots are fine, and it's always been fine, and they're not going to fall apart at the seams. In fact, I think the Patriots are going to win a lot of games just like they do every single year. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Remember, if you want to help Strong Opinion Sports grow, you can share this with your friends on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, whatever it is. Help me grow Strong Opinion Sports by telling your friends about this show. And always remember, you can subscribe to Strong Opinion Sports on iTunes, on SoundCloud, everywhere you can find a podcast, as well as YouTube. My full entire podcast is on YouTube, as well as shorter, more interesting clips like this. So thank you so much. Have a great day, and take care. Bye.